With the fall of communism in the former Soviet Union, Russia is experiencing the growing pains of a new system. It's called capitalism, without capital, making a quick buck at any cost. In such an environment, prostitution has flourished, from the streets to the clubs, to the high-priced call girl. Sex for sale has turned the world's oldest profession into the newest and most lucrative way of making money. Lots of money.
When the Soviet Union collapsed, prostitution in Moscow exploded. There are some estimates that there are more than 100,000 prostitutes in the city of Moscow, which is a population of only 9 million.
Though prostitution is not illegal in Russia, pandering is. Moscow police constantly play a game of cat and mouse with the explosion of Russian streetwalkers.
With the steadily worsening economic and social conditions in Russia, it's become highly profitable and highly attractive for young women to engage in prostitution. These are women that sometimes have higher degrees, they have engineering degrees, they're teachers, they're secretaries in companies, but who are making $50, $100 a month, and they don't have enough money to get by. When they find themselves short of cash, they might go out, pick up some guys, and make more than their monthly salary in the span of 2 or 3 hours.
The main street for activity in Moscow is Svetoskaya, formerly called Gorky Street. By 7 o'clock at night, this area is filled with young women looking to turn tricks.
I've been working on the streets in Moscow for 4 months. I'm only 19 and I'm trying to make enough money to go back to university. I used to make $100 a month. Now I can make that much in a night.
These two streetwalkers and their pimp have been working the streets for over a year.
When a man drives up in his car, I'm the one who talks money with him. Then he chooses one of my girls. The price for a night is $200.
With the high cost of living in Moscow, few prostitutes can afford a home or apartment to work out of. Streetwalkers end up in the precarious position of turning tricks with potentially dangerous strangers.
Sometimes I'm cheated. When I get to a man's place, he also has his friends waiting. My biggest fear is that I won't have a client who's a man of honor.
Good evening.
Good evening. Why are you wearing a mask?
I just came from a party.
What are you doing here?
We're here with the boys. Why do you have a camera?
This is an interview.
An interview? I'm sorry, I don't give interviews.
Yuri Vinograd, a policeman, has seen and heard it all. He's been patrolling the streets of Moscow for 10 years.
I've been doing this for a long time. What is sad is that these girls look like your sisters, daughters, girlfriends, and wives. Look here. This is a transaction going on. She's probably describing how good she is and what she has to offer. A typical request is for her to open her coat and show her figure. If he likes her, they make the deal. She could make between $150 to $200 US for the evening. As you see, it worked out. She took the money and they are leaving.
Though some streetwalkers operate as independent contractors, most prostitutes are employed by the Russian mafia. In an effort to control the outbreak of serious crime, muggings, robbery, murder, police have started arresting streetwalkers in order to infiltrate organized crime. In short, the streetwalkers have become pawns in a dangerous and deadly game of power.
It's bad enough working the streets and not knowing what's going to happen to you once you get in a car. But to be thrown into a crowded cell for no reason, what's the charge?
Why are we in here? We didn't do anything wrong. Now we have to spend the night in this horrible place.
Another horrible place is Moscow's Leningrad train station, home to a few dozen desperate prostitutes. These women hustle openly day and night, conducting business in the station's restrooms. In a world full of vodka and drugs, the police rarely venture into this dangerous and dirty environment. It didn't take long for our camera crew to find out why.
We work down here in the metro station to make money. I don't like it though, because some of the men have been drinking and can get very mean. Then they don't pay you. At the train station we drank a little bit, and then he grabbed me and beat me up.
A lot of men try and pay us with rubles. We want dollars, they are worth more. We have to give our protector $25 a week, otherwise we are beaten.
Things can get very crazy down here. That's why I have a gun. I have to protect myself and my girls. I'm not going to let anyone get anything for free.
Not all prostitution in Russia takes place on the street or in train stations. There are a handful of escort services that cater only to wealthy clients. Alla is considered the Heidi Fleiss of Moscow. She operates out of her exclusive club and has been involved in prostitution for over 10 years.
I have a very profitable business. We deal with a very high-class clientele, and the girls who work in my salon are the finest in Moscow. On the average, I earn over $5,000 a month.
Alla spends most of her time on the phone, arranging dates for her high-priced call girls. Natasha and Sveta are two women who work in Alla's exclusive club. They could earn as much as $500 a night.
Most of our clients are prominent people in Moscow society: composers, actors, singers, politicians. In general, they're people who do not want to talk about what they're doing.
I would say 90% of our clients are married. They reveal things to us that they don't even tell their own wives. Because of this sincerity, the most dangerous thing for me is to fall in love with one of my clients.
Prostitution is an understanding in human nature. The kind of prostitute, the street prostitute, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. The elite sort of prostitute, the kind I'm involved with, why not? I think why give yourself for free to men? For that, why not get some money?